The next thing I want to do is fill in the gap between the palm and the fingers, this space here. So I'm going to start by combining them to make them a single object. And again, that's my Shift right click menu, and then way down here, combine. Now they are one object. For me, they look great. I'm going to go directly to Edit, Delete by Type, History. Lovely. I'm going to rename this model. This is going to be Hand. Done. There are a few different ways that you can fill in the space between the fingers and the palm. One is using techniques you already know. I can go to vertex mode, select a pair of vertex, Shift right click, merge vertices to center, and I can go all the way around the hand that way. What I'd like you to try though is a new tool. And this is one that either works perfectly or works horribly, and you don't know until you try it. So this new tool is called Bridge, and to make it work, I'm going to go to Edge mode. I will double click to select this edge on the bottom of the fingers. Then with my Shift key, I will double click this edge at the top of the palm. Because I still have polycount open, I can see that that gives me exactly 40 edges, which is just what I would expect. In order for Bridge to work at all, you have to have an even number of edges selected on both sides of the opening. I do. So in my Shift right click menu for Edge mode, I am going to run a tool called Bridge. It's down here in the long menu. You will find it eventually. So that is Bridge. What Bridge does is it fills in the space between two edges. The edges have to be on the same model, and you have to have the same number of edges, but when Bridge works, you have to admit it is quick and easy and absolutely lovely. Like Extrude, Bridge gives you an option box, so if I wanted to, I could add a division here to help me shape out the knuckles. I could try adding a taper value, which might give me a little bit of a curve in my new edges. I could also try twisting. That would be fun. Not appropriate for this model, but there are times when you want to make like a candy cane stripe, and that's really useful. The other thing that you may find helpful one day is this thing down here that says Curve Type. By default it's set to linear, which just makes a straight line between your two edges, but you can also set that to Blend, which should give you a more organic, softer result. I'm going to leave this one set to linear, and it's going to work just fine for me. The problem with Bridge is that sometimes it just decides that it doesn't like the way your edges line up, and it's going to bridge at a funny angle. If that happens, stop, let me know, shoot me an email, and we'll do a little bit of troubleshooting for you, but you may be stuck using an alternate method. However, I want you to try the Bridge, because when Bridge works, it is just lovely. So go ahead, experiment with your Bridge. Again, you have to have an even number of edges selected on both sides of the opening. The fingers and the palm do have to be combined before Bridge will work. They have to be the same model. But once you've got it, give it a try. I hope it works for you. And when you're done, you should have this weird thumbless hand shape. Look at that. We're 90% done with the model. This is so easy. This is a great model, you guys.